What's up guys, Jace here once again, back on a new video for you guys today. Well, here we are once again with another 4K Blu-ray update. Like I said in the last one, a lot of sales been going on over the last few months, and finally all my packages came in, doing a lot of tracking of shipping the last few months. So very excited to be here and show you everything I picked up in the last few months. It's been a lot. 2021, it just hasn't stopped. A lot of sales, a lot of new releases coming out. And it's going to stay the same. It looks like a lot of good movies coming out in the next few months as well, on to 2022. So yeah, the addiction is real, guys. It just doesn't stop. And like I said, very excited to be here. So let's get started with this 4K Blu-ray update. So the first pile here is from miscellaneous Blu-rays, mostly from JB Hi-Fi, but a couple from eBay and Amazon as well. First one here is the Amazing True Tales Volume 1 from Umbrella Entertainment. Yeah, Umbrella's bringing out a lot of these double packs from a lot of older films and a lot of different type of films as well, which is really exciting. So this one comes with I Aim at the Stars, starring Kurt Jurgens. Probably remember him from The Spy Loved Me. He played Stromberg, the villain in that one. And Man on a String, starring the legendary actor Ernest Borgnine, who's been in a lot of great westerns and war films. So I haven't seen both of these films. They look kind of like maybe science fiction, conspiracy type movies. Not really sure, but really excited to check out some of these older titles. And as I said, very happy that Umbrella's bringing out a lot of these great film noirs and older films. So that's the Amazing True Tales Volume 1. Next one here, another newer release from Umbrella Entertainment, an Australian film, The Big Steal. I haven't seen this movie either. I pretty much bought it because Ben Mendelsohn stars in it. He's a really good Aussie actor. I think this is made in the 90s, and you probably know Ben Mendelsohn. He's been in a lot of good films recently. Rogue One he was in, Place Beyond the Pines. He's a really good, fine actor that's getting a lot more recognition now. Normally plays the villain type role. This one looks more like a drama romance, so pretty interesting. It also stars Steve Bisley. He's like an old Aussie actor. He's in a lot of Aussie films. So yeah, this looks interesting. The Big Steal. Next one, another one of the double features from Umbrella Entertainment. This is called the Fight Night double feature that has Requiem for a Heavyweight, which stars Anthony Quinn, Jackie Gleason, and Mickey Rooney. So three really good old-time actors. And also The Harder They Fall, starring the legendary actor Humphrey Bogart. And I'm a really big Humphrey Bogart fan. I've mentioned that quite a few times on the channel. So yeah, looking forward to checking these two films out. These look more like film noirs, which I'm a big fan of that genre. So yeah, very excited to watch the Fight Night double feature at some stage. Next one, I actually have seen this one. This is a new film that came out earlier in the year. I got a couple of Oscars, Judas and the Black Messiah, starring Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield. Daniel Kaluuya, I think he won Best Supporting Actor for this film. Really good up-and-coming actor. He was in Get Out, of course. Yeah, great film. This is based on a true story in Chicago about this Black Panther party. Yeah, really interesting. Kind of in the same vein maybe as like the Black Klansman. Probably enjoyed that one a little bit more, but I still enjoyed this, and great acting by all, and really good editing and screenwriting as well. Judas and the Black Messiah. Next one is another one I haven't seen yet. This one came out quite recently as well. David Bowie in Just a Gigolo. And I've seen a lot of David Bowie. Of course, he's more famous for his singing, but he's a really good actor in the 70s. Did a lot of good films. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Of course, he did Labyrinth. A couple of other films as well that I've seen him in. So I look forward to checking this one out. I think this is one of his early films that he did do. So yeah, we'll check it out pretty soon. This actually comes with a soundtrack as well, so I'm sure he probably did a song or two on this one, Just a Gigolo. Next one, I was really excited to get this one. This is from eBay. Been wanting to get this one on Blu-ray for quite a while because I had the DVD, Mr. Brooks. This is a fantastic film, a psychological thriller about a guy who's addicted to killing. This is one of Kevin Costner's best films in my opinion. I really like it. It's very underrated. Also stars Demi Moore and Dane Cook. Yeah, just brilliant film. They're actually going to do a trilogy of this film back in the day, but this one didn't make as much money as they thought, so they sort of scrapped that idea, which is a shame. I'd have loved to see the trilogy of this. So yeah, fantastic film, and really happy to finally own it on Blu-ray. That's Mr. Brooks. Next one, this is from Amazon, from I think it was one of the Prime sales or whatever. Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan, and Night at the Roxbury. This brings back a lot of memories. I remember watching this back in the day when I was quite young. Remember the soundtrack as well. It's got a great soundtrack. A lot of the songs in this one I remember were played at some of my discos when I was growing up. So yeah, look forward to checking this out down the road again. It's going to be very nostalgic for me. So that is Night at the Roxbury. And then another one from Amazon, classic comedy, love this movie, Rat Race. Glad to finally get this on Blu-ray because it's just came out. It had the DVD for such a long time. Fantastic films, a whole host of great comedic actors, just legendary, and just don't make comedies like this anymore. It was just really a lot of fun, Rat Race. Next one, I haven't seen this one yet either. This is again from Umbrella Entertainment, Paul Verhoeven film. He also did Basic Instinct, so that is Showgirls Uncut. So don't know much about it. I believe it's like an erotic thriller, I believe. Yeah, really nice slipcover here. Yeah, don't know much about it, but I look forward to watching it at some point. It's anything like Basic Instinct, I might be in for a good time. So that is Showgirls. Look forward to watching that soon. Next one, again from Umbrella Entertainment, film noir. I have seen this one, The Sniper. This was really good. You can see Dirty Harry got a lot from this movie. It's about a guy who, again, kind of addicted to killing. He goes after all these different types of women. He's got anger issues, and there's something more behind it as well. So really good film noir, and I really enjoyed this film, The Sniper. Another one that came out this year, I believe, Those Who Wish Me Dead, starring Angelina Jolie, directed by Taylor Sheridan. Yeah, really enjoyed this. Nothing fantastic, but still fun and easy to watch. Always like watching Angelina Jolie. I believe she's a pretty good actress. She was good in this. Nothing spectacular, but yeah, just entertaining. Those Who Wish Me Dead. Next one, again, I haven't seen this one. This is also from Umbrella Entertainment. It's one of those Australian exploitation films. Turkey Shoot. Don't know much about it, but looks crazy. Looks kind of like Wake in Fright, that type of thing. That's a really good Australian exploitation film as well. So yeah, don't know much about it. I probably think Hoax would have seen this. Maybe someone like Robbie as well. But yeah, Turkey Shoot looks interesting. I think made in the 70s. So there we go. And then the last one from this pile, I have seen this movie as well, directed by Guy Ritchie, his recent film, of course, Jason Statham, Raffer Man. I really enjoy this movie quite a bit. Always love these sort of heist thrillers. Easy to watch, good action, and yeah, really enjoyable. Not your typical maybe Guy Ritchie film, but I had a lot of fun with it, Raffer Man. So that ends that pile. Just quickly, a couple of 4K, not a lot of 4Ks in this stack this time. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot more coming in the next one. First one here, Steelbook from JB Hi-Fi, Mortal Kombat. This is the new film that came out this year. Really enjoyed this film. I had a ball watching this. Always enjoyed the original, but the action in this, even the dark humor was so funny. I had a ball watching this, and I look forward to watching this on 4K. I actually just picked up a new 4K TV, which I'm really happy about, and excited to watch more 4K movies. So yeah, this is definitely one I'm going to revisit pretty soon again. Mortal Kombat. And then we also got A Quiet Place 2 with Emily Blunt and Cillian Murphy. Obviously this came out this year as well. I saw this at the cinemas. I believe this was actually better than the first one. I really enjoyed this film. Emily Blunt is such a great actress. Cillian Murphy as well. Still thrilling, engaging, and really edge of the seat stuff. So I had fun with Quiet Place 2 quite a bit. And then the other one, I haven't seen this one yet. Just came out on 4K as well. Akira Kurosawa, director I really need to get more into because I haven't seen a lot of his films apart from like Seven Samurai and Yojimbo. This is Ran. So yeah, new at 4K. Look forward to checking this out pretty soon. I've heard really good things about this film. So that is Ran on 4K. Okay, we move on to some Arrow video titles. They've had a few sales and a couple of limited edition sets that have come out recently. First one here we have is Audition, Takashi Miike. I haven't seen this movie, but it's one of those films I believe that I need to see. I just love these kind of brutal revenge movies. I think this one's quite out there. Takashi Miike, I've seen a couple of his movies, not too many. And yeah, this is quite infamous, I've heard. So look forward to checking it out pretty soon. Audition. Next one, I have seen this movie. This has just got released as well. A Korean film, like I said in the last update. Arrow and a few of the other companies are releasing a lot more Korean film thanks to Parasite. So this one is a sort of horror, psychological horror film, I believe. A Tale of Two Sisters. Kim Ji-woon, who did A Bittersweet Life and I Saw the Devil, two really good films. This is just as good as well, and I'll probably rewatch this during October. Yeah, it's a really good film. I'm happy that Arrow are bringing out, like I said, a lot of these great Korean films. So Tale of Two Sisters. Good movie to watch during October. Then we've got a couple of limited sets here. The Tony Scott, of course, True Romance. This is the deluxe edition set of a great film. I've seen this movie quite a few times. It's been a while, so I do want to watch it again. Great actors are here: Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Christopher Walken, the list goes on. Yeah, this is a really good film. Obviously written by Quentin Tarantino, who's my favorite director. Yeah, look forward to watching this again soon. And such a nice set with booklets, posters, and everything that you want. So that's True Romance. And then I was really excited about this set. You probably know what's coming if you know me very well. This spaghetti western set, Vengeance Trails, with 4 classic westerns. We got Massacre Time, My Name is Pesos, Bandidos, and God Sent a Cain. So yeah, I haven't actually seen any of these movies, so I'm really looking forward to breaking into this set. Love spaghetti westerns, as most of you guys know by now. And yeah, I always love to explore different movies because you get kind of sick of watching the same westerns all the time. So yeah, 4 new ones to watch. Really excited about this set. And again, kind of like what I said about the Korean films, I'm glad Arrow and a couple of these other companies are releasing more spaghetti westerns because I believe it's a genre that more people should get into. So that is Vengeance Trails, the box set. Then we've got just a couple of Eureka titles as well that have come out fairly recently. I haven't seen both of these films yet. First one here is Prophecy. This looks really good, like a creature feature horror film, and I've always been into those sort of films. Maybe this is similar to like American Werewolf in London. I don't really know, but the trailer just caught my eye and I thought, why not pick it up? And a John Frankenheimer directed film starring Talia Shire. Don't know all the other actors. Oh, Richard Dreyfuss, I know him, but yeah, it looks fascinating. And another one I'll probably watch during October. And then we've got a Chinese film here, filmed by Ringo Lam, Wild Search. This is like more of a police thriller, I believe. So it looks good. Cho Yun-fat's in this one. He's been in a lot of these type of films. The Killer and also Hard Boiled. So yeah, look forward to checking this out. And yeah, I'm getting into more like different countries' movies. Been watching a lot of these Chinese films before and Japanese movies. Just all of them are really great, so look forward to checking Wild Search out pretty soon. Okay, so the next pile here, I have to get one after the other, is sort of not a trade, but I did buy some movies from a friend of mine who's been selling a lot of his collection, so really appreciate that, and I'm happy to get all these titles. So some I've seen, some I haven't. First one here is The Art of Self-Defense. I have seen this movie. This came out a couple of years ago, and yeah, I really liked it. It was a very odd sort of film because it started off very comedic and then it got really dark, which I liked a lot. So Jesse Eisenberg, love him or hate him, he was actually pretty good in this, and Imogen Poots as well. So yeah, if you like your martial arts type movies, you'll probably enjoy this. The Art of Self-Defense. Next one, I just watched this last week, really enjoyed it, like a dark comedy, The Cable Guy, Jim Carrey, Matthew Broderick. Yeah, it took me this long to watch it. Yeah, it was really good. I had a lot of fun with it, kind of sad in a way as well. So one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies straight away now. I thought it was great and really happy to have this in the collection. I believe this is quite limited, so yeah, Cable Guy. Next one, I don't believe I've seen this movie, but I've heard about it. Mel Gibson, Julia Roberts in Conspiracy Theory. It's one of those kind of political thrillers, I believe. 2 great actor and actress, so we'll see what this one's all about very soon, Conspiracy Theory. This one I have seen a couple of years ago now. It was okay. Kevin Bacon in Cop Car, just a police kind of thriller, bit of action as well. Nothing special, but not too bad. That's Cop Car. This one I just watched last week as well. Sacha Baron Cohen in The Dictator. A lot of laughs, a lot of dark humor, and you know what Sacha Baron Cohen, you know what you're in for when you watch one of his films. Probably not as good as like Borat, the first one, but I still had a lot of fun with it, and I did laugh out loud in a couple of moments. So that is The Dictator. I think this is the unrated version. Fun. Next one I also watched this fairly recently, Friends with Benefits with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis. Yeah, it's one of those typical sex comedies, nothing special. I didn't believe there was too much chemistry between these two. Bit stupid, but very predictable. It was alright, but maybe a one-time watch for me. Friends with Benefits. Another one that I watched fairly recently as well, John Cusack in High Fidelity. I did enjoy this one. Yeah, John Cusack was really good. You had Jack Black in here as well. Yeah, it was all about kind of the dating world and, you know, all the experiences you had through dating different women and sort of hindsight as well. So yeah, I thought it was great. Good humor, High Fidelity. This one I've only seen about half of the film, so this is more of like a Christmas movie, romantic comedy, The Holiday. Cameron Diaz, Jude Law, Kate Winslet and Jack Black. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I believe it has a really good Hans Zimmer score as well. Probably one to watch during the holidays, or Christmas holidays anyway. The Holiday. And definitely another one to watch during Christmas. I finally got this on Blu-ray. It's been a while. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Yeah, loved the Home Alone films when I was growing up. It was certainly around my time. Probably enjoyed the first one, but the second one's just as good. And yeah, it took me this long to finally upgrade this to Blu-ray. So that's Home Alone 2. Next one, another one that I have seen a little while ago. I did enjoy it, Indecent Proposal with the legendary Robert Redford. You also got Demi Moore and Woody Harrelson. Yeah, really good film. Yeah, Redford in this film is brilliant, and Demi Moore has that sort of mystique about her. She was always really good in these sort of movies. Yeah, just a good film, Indecent Proposal. Next one, I haven't seen this one yet. Heard a lot of good things though. Matthew McConaughey in The Lincoln Lawyer. Don't know much about this film really. I think it's a bit of a spy thriller, I don't know. But yeah, I always enjoy Matthew McConaughey, so that's The Lincoln Lawyer. This one, yeah, really looking forward to watching this. Paul Thomas Anderson in Magnolia. This is the only Paul Thomas Anderson film that I haven't seen yet. So yeah, really excited. I've really loved a lot of his films. There Will Be Blood, The Master, Boogie Nights. Yeah, he's done some really good ones. This stars Tom Cruise, Philip Seymour Hoffman, John C. Reilly, Julianne Moore. So some really good actors and actresses in this one. Looks good. It's long, but yeah, looking forward to finally finishing my Paul Thomas Anderson filmography, Magnolia. Then another one, sort of a little bit like Indecent Proposal. You got Malice with Alec Baldwin, Nicole Kidman, and Bill Pullman. Saw this one a long time ago on TV. It's one of those kind of like 8:30, 9 o'clock TV movies. You always enjoy Nicole Kidman. She's a really good actress in my opinion. And the two other actors are really good too. So yeah, look forward to watching this again down the road. Malice, this is actually a Kino Lorber release. Next one, I did watch this one as well last week. A bit stupid, maybe not one I'll watch again. We've got Seth Rogen, Zac Efron in Neighbours. Again, one of those sort of typical sort of silly comedies. Yeah, Seth Rogen, it's kind of hit or miss. I do enjoy him in some of the movies I've seen in him, like Knocked Up and some of the other ones. Yeah, but probably not one I'll watch again anytime soon. But yeah, Neighbours. I believe there's a sequel to this, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch that one. Another one that I'm really excited to watch because I've heard really good things about, On Golden Pond. This stars Katharine Hepburn, Henry Fonda and Jane Fonda. Love the Fondas, really all of them. They're really fine actors and actresses. Always love Jane. This one came out, I believe, in the 80s, so it's quite an older film for Henry Fonda. I'm pretty sure it did get a few Oscars as well, so yeah, looking forward to watching it. Collector's edition On Golden Pond. Next one, really excited for this one as well. We have Reindeer Games with Ben Affleck, Gary Sines and Charlize Theron. This one kind of looks like The Town, which Ben Affleck did a lot later on. This one came out, I think, in the early to mid 2000s. So yeah, it looks interesting. Again, a bit of a heist thriller, so I'm sure I'll enjoy it. And this is one of the earlier Ben Affleck films. So that is Reindeer Games. And then we have a movie from 101 Films, the cult movie collection with Rua Hauer. Loved him in Blade Runner and The Hitchhiker. So I think this is one of those typical sort of action science fiction films. Split Second. Don't know much about it, but when I was going through my friend's collection, this one just piqued my interest. So yeah, we'll watch it pretty soon. Split Second. Couple more. We have another one that I just watched last week, another comedy, Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly in Step Brothers. I did have a lot of fun with this, so it was very, yeah, just funny, and also people that live with their parents probably can relate a lot to this one. It's just, yeah, a good time, and yeah, great comedy. So yeah, been getting into, I guess, more comedies, as you can see from that pile. Not usually a genre I get into a lot, but yeah, it was a good time. So that is Step Brothers. And then the last one, I don't know much about this one at all, but it's from the studio that brought Juno and Little Miss Sunshine, so maybe one of those indie type of films, the way back. It's got a great cast. You got Steve Carell, Toni Collette, Sam Rockwell, so yeah, probably one of those indie kind of comedy dramas. So yeah, the way back. We'll check that out pretty soon as well. That's that one. Okay, this over here. The next poll here is from the Criterion collection. Of course, Barnes & Noble had their sale back in June, July, a 50% off sale. So I must thank my boy in advance, Culture Trini. Thanks for helping me with the shipping. Always a great help to me and a great friend as well. So thanks again. First one here I haven't seen this one yet, is Bull Durham. This is one I've been wanting to get for a while. Stars Kevin Costner and also it's all about baseball. I'm always big into sport films, so yeah, looking forward to checking it out. But I believe it's more of a romance take on it as well. So yeah, Susan Sarandon and Tim Robbins, again, good actor and actress there. So yeah, Bull Durham. Another Criterion that came out fairly recently, directed by Albert Brooks. I've seen a couple of his movies. Lost in America I really love. This is Defending Your Life, starring Albert Brooks and Meryl Streep. So don't know much about it, but heard some good things from some of my closer friends. So yep, we'll check that out pretty soon. Next one, I saw a lot of people pick this up and talk about it during the Criterion sale. This is like, I guess, a film noir, Elevator to the Gallows. Looks pretty interesting. It's a French film, directed in the late 50s. So as I said, I've been getting into a lot of different foreign films. So yeah, this one looks good. Elevator to the Gallows. And then, like I said a bit earlier, trying to get into more of Akira Kurosawa's films, and this is one of his bigger titles, The Hidden Fortress. I believe Star Wars took a lot of inspiration for this one, so yeah, looking forward to checking it out. Again, 1958, so yeah, heard this is really good and looking forward to it, The Hidden Fortress. And then another French film I'm really looking forward to because I love the trailer, and again, a lot of people during the sale were talking about it, Les Samurai. I believe this is like a hitman type of film. Always enjoyed those movies. This one came out in the late 60s, so yeah, looking forward to checking it out pretty soon, Les Samurai. And then another one, I've been wanting to get this Criterion for such a long time, probably the last 3 or 4 years. I just kept like getting something else rather than this one, directed by Robert Altman, which I've seen a couple of his films, The Player. I believe this is about like the movie industry and Hollywood and stuff like that. Also, Tim Robbins is in this one, a lot of other good actors and actresses. So yeah, I'm glad I finally got it, and we'll watch this in the coming weeks, The Player. And then another French film, this one, the reason I got this one is because I talked about in the last update about The Talent of Mr. Ripley, how I really love that film. This is Purple Noon, and this one is like the original to The Talent of Mr. Ripley. So I love that film. We're really curious to see how good this one, if it holds up. It's the same as Talent of Mr. Ripley. So yeah, French film made in the 1960s. So yeah, Purple Noon. Look forward to checking it out very soon as well. Next one, I actually have seen this movie. This one came out a couple of years ago. It's a bit of like a family drama, directed by Paul Dano, starring Carey Mulligan and Jake Gyllenhaal. Wildlife, yeah, good film. Paul Dano, I think this is one of his first films. Jake Gyllenhaal, he's one of the best actors that are going at the moment, and Carey Mulligan's certainly one of the best actresses going at the moment as well. Yeah, good family drama, kind of in the mold of like a Blue Valentine in some ways. I enjoyed it, and we'll rewatch it down the road. Wildlife. And then we have The Set, you know what's coming as well. This one's been recommended to me a couple of times, and like I've said throughout this video already, been getting into a lot of different foreign cinema, which I'm excited about. So this is The World of Wong Kar-wai. Don't know much about this director, haven't seen any of these films. The films in this set are As Tears Goes By, Days of Being Wild, Chungking Express, Fallen Angels, Happy Together, In the Mood for Love, and 2046. So don't know much about it, but just what I'm reading here, it's very moody, poetic films, great sound scores, all about love, romance, loss, all that sort of stuff, all realistic themes, I think. And yeah, I know I'm gonna have to be in a certain mood to watch these movies, but yeah, maybe in the same vein as like the Three Colors trilogy. I really love that. I just watched that fairly recently. So yeah, looking forward to cracking into this set, probably down the road. World of Wong Kar-wai, really thick set, and yeah, happy to have it. So thanks for that. Okay, so now we get on to Kino Lorber. They had a sale, I think think it was in May, April, and again, Trini helped me out with the shipping, so I bought a bunch of Kinos because I actually had watched all the Kinos I have in my collection, so happy to get some new ones. First one here, Gene Hackman and Danny Glover in Bat 21. Haven't seen this movie, but always love my Gene Hackman films. He's done a lot of these type of war films, so excited. Then we have Big Trouble with Tim Allen, Rene Russo. Always been a big Tim Allen film fan from the Home Improvement movies, series, and also Jungle to Jungle and Wild Hogs. He's a fun actor in my opinion, and Rene Russo is a really good actress as well. And then we got an old war film, William Holden, who's a great fine actor, The Devil's Brigade. This looks very similar to like The Dirty Dozen. Well, I was a big fan of that movie, so I look forward to watching this. We got a Western with Gregory Peck, Joseph Cotton, Jewel in the Sun. Love watching a new Western, so yeah, this will be a treat. Burt Lancaster, been watching a lot of different types of movies of his recently. The Kentuckian, so yep, another one to watch. Michael Caine, this is one of his earlier films. Always been a big Michael Caine film, like I said in the last update. Kidnapped, this is one of those sword, swashbuckling type movies, so yeah, this will be exciting. Kidnapped. Then we got like a sort of psychological, I think more of a thriller. Kiefer Sutherland in The Killing Time. This looks quite interesting. This is one of his early films. Always liked him as an actor, Kiefer Sutherland. So yeah, this will be good. This one I'm really excited for as well. You got Walter Mayhew, Bruce Dern, who's a favourite of mine, always plays the villain, the laughing policeman. This one looks in the mold of like a Dirty Harry, so this will be good. The rest, and then we come on to like an Italian crime film. This is actually from Rare Video, which is like I think a sector of like Kino Lorber. Live like a cop, die like a man. So yeah, Italian crime film, which will be exciting to watch. We have my boy Steve McQueen, big McQueen fan. Natalie Wood in Love with a Proper Stranger. I've seen a lot of Steve McQueen's filmography, but I haven't seen this one, so this is be good to watch. I think this is more of like a romantic drama. Another Western, can't get enough of those. Kirk Douglas in Man Without a Star. Yeah, looking forward to watching. I have seen a lot of Kirk Douglas Westerns recently, so another one to add to that. This one I have seen, starring the legendary actor Marlon Brando, Richard Boone as well, The Night of the Following Day. Did see this one, really interesting, had a lot of fun with it, and one of the more underrated Brando films. This one is an Italian Western, spaghetti Western, Mario Brava, Roy Coit and Winchester Jack. Don't know much about this one. I think it's more of on the comedic side, but it could be fun, so that's that one. Then we got Elliot Gould, another good old-time actor, Christopher Plummer, Suzanne York in The Silent Partner, another one of those crime detective movies. A couple more Westerns that I haven't seen, Gregory Peck in The Shootout, great actor as well, and been watching a few of his Westerns over the last few years as well. Another Western with Rock Hudson and Dean Martin. This one looks good. The Showdown. Yeah, always loved Dean Martin in the Westerns. So many good ones. He was in Rio Bravo, Sons of Katie Elder. So another one to add to that. We got Pierce Brosnan just before he did the Bond films in Taffin. Also stars Alison Doody. She was in the Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade. So yeah, just interesting to see Pierce Brosnan just before he did the Bond films. Then another Burt Lancaster Western. I actually have seen this one, Uzana's Raid. It's quite good, in the vein of like The Valdez is Coming. Burt did a lot of these movies in the late 70s, early to mid-late 70s. So there we go, Uzana's Raid. And then this one I haven't seen either. It's actually directed by Emilio Estevez, big fan of his, starring Kathy Bates, his father Martin Sheen, The War at Home. Don't know too much about this one, but it looks interesting and I got it really cheap. So yeah, we'll check this out pretty soon. And then finally, I actually did a trade with a fellow YouTuber, which is really nice. This is probably the best part of being involved in YouTube. Not that I do a lot of these type of videos, but yeah, actually I've met a lot of great friends over the years on YouTube, and just talking to different people who have similar interests is always great. So you probably know the guy, Eastwood for Life fan. He's a really nice guy from the UK. Carlos is his name, and we've been talking for quite a while because he shares similar interest in films, particularly Westerns, and just recently we sort of started talking more on email, and we finally got our WhatsApp numbers and stuff like that. So we actually did a trade, so you'll probably see a video from him very soon of what he got. I will read his letter because he actually sent me a letter too, which is really nice and very uncommon these days, because everyone does, you know, through texts and everything like that. To actually get a letter from someone's pretty neat. And I've got a whole bunch of titles from HMV, the premium collection. They do a number of sales throughout the year. This one was, I think, 2 for $25. They actually do sometimes 2 for $15, which I might look into. And then I also got a nice surprise, which he threw in as well. So I will read the letter. I think he'll be fine with that, because it's nothing, I have read it already, it's nothing too much. But he goes, hi Jace, hoping that this package arrives to you, buddy, damage free. It actually did. It arrived really quickly, within like 10 days. So thanks for that. Many thanks for doing this trade of us, and I'll be certainly keeping an eye on the imprint label in the future. So yeah, that's a bit of a spoiler for his video. He picked up a lot of the imprint titles, which you've seen in my videos recently, because I'm liking what they're doing in regards to the old school movies as far as releases go. Yeah, Imprint's doing really great stuff. A lot of old releases and a lot more coming in the next few weeks as well. And he said, and very similar to the HMV Premium Edition range, so do let us know if you're after any more. It's normally in the summer and just after Christmas that in the UK that they can do for the 2 for £15, so be on the lookout for that. So yeah, like I just said, HMV Premium Collection, really good stuff as well. A lot of good movies in there. If you haven't got a lot of the Warner Archive titles, a lot of those are on this sort of brand. So yeah, it's worth checking out. Anyway, enjoy all your movie titles and the Arnie action movie classic, which is by far the best version of it. Be good to hear your thoughts on the release. So another bit of a spoiler before you see it. It is an Arnie movie that I got, the surprise movie that he chucked in. Stay in touch as always, especially if there's anything that catches your eye. Keep collecting and stay safe. Jace, I'll speak to you soon. Carlos Eastwood for life, fan. So that was really nice of him, and it's, as I said, it's really cool to get a letter, because these days it's all texts and emails, and yeah, really nice guy, and I'm sure we'll be doing some more trades in the future. So I'll quickly show you what I picked up from the HMV Premium Collection. We have Gremlin's new batch, so this is the second one. Haven't got this on Blu-ray. I've got the first one on the 4K, but happy to finally get this on Blu-ray. I did enjoy this. It wasn't as good as the first one, but I had fun with it growing up. And then we have an Alfred Hitchcock film that I haven't seen, starring Montgomery Clift, an actor that I've been getting into a little bit recently, I Confess. This looks really good, and like I said, been getting into a couple of Montgomery Clift's films. He was a really good actor, sort of in the mold of like a Marlon Brando. Yeah, quite sad what happened to him. He kind of went down on the rails towards the end of his career, but yeah, this looks a good one, I Confess. Then another one of those kind of fun war movies, Ice Station Zebra. You got Rock Hudson in this one, Ernest Borgnine, Jim Brown. So in the vein of like a Dirty Dozen or a Where Eagles Dare, this looks quite similar to that. So yeah, looking forward to watching this very soon. Ice Station Zebra. This one I have seen, Marlon Brando, the legendary Marlon Brando, Richard Harris, Trevor Howard in Mutiny on the Bounty. I've seen pretty much all the versions of this film. They did one in the 30s with Charles Lawton, and then they did one in the 80s with Mel Gibson and Anthony Hopkins. So this is probably my favorite version. I just really love Marlon Brando in this movie. Again, one of his more underrated films, and Trevor Howard was great. So I'm really happy to finally have this on Blu-ray, and a nice edition as well. So that's Mutiny on the Bounty. Then another one of Gene Hackman, like a sort of a action thriller, Matt Dillon in Target. Don't know much about it, but when I saw Gene Hackman, had to pick it up. I'm really building my Gene Hackman filmography, so yeah, looking forward to checking it out down the road, Target. Then another one that took my eye, I know Paramount released this as well, a young John Travolta in Urban Cowboy. This looks pretty good as well, an earlier film with John Travolta. Something they'll probably enjoy a lot. Yeah, looking forward to checking it out very soon, Urban Cowboy. And then the surprise movie was True Lies on Blu-ray. This is, I believe, the Spanish version, and Carlos actually sent me a whole video about this release, and they said the transfer is perfect. It's a really good transfer of the movie, because this movie actually hasn't been released on Blu-ray in America or the UK or Australia. So He said from that video, I did watch it, that the transfer is amazing. Just happy to have it because I actually don't have this movie. I think I actually gave away the DVD, so just have a version of this film is great. It was James Cameron directed, a very popular Arnie movie that a lot of people have been campaigning for years to get on Blu. So I have it now and look forward to checking out the transfer very soon. That is True Lies. So thanks a lot for that, Carlos, on the surprise movie. So that'll do it, guys. That basically ends my Blu-ray 4K update, mostly Blu-rays this time, but yeah, very excited to show you everything there today. A lot of good stuff there, a lot of stuff that I have to watch, so you'll probably see a lot of the titles in the next few weeks to months on Letterboxd and all my ratings for that. Like I said in the last video, if you want to see a lot of the ratings for the movies, just check out my Letterboxd. I'll leave the link below. So that'll do it. Probably next video, I think, will be the full collection overview. I've been sort of campaigning for that for a while, so I think it's time I go through everything. You can see some of the shelves behind me. They're all pretty much ordered now, so it won't be like title to title because that'll take too long, but I'll do a really nice overview and show you everything that I've got in my collection next time. So as always, take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you next time.